Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm going to show you how I made these really spirally cinnamon rolls. So I saw this guy on YouTube. He was just going over how he made sure that the filling stayed inside his cinnamon rolls. And so I was just watching his technique, and I thought to myself, I'm not really interested in how well the filling stays in, but I am interested in whether or not, if I do this, do his technique and then shape it in the way of a regular cinnamon roll, if I would make a more spirally cinnamon roll. So here we are trying it out. As you can see, I've already rolled out my dough. And I'm really just making enough space because we're going to be folding this into thirds and then rolling it out again, and then we're going to be cutting into our pieces. So I do apologize for the really up close view. I'm trying to learn all the new angles and stuff, so just forgive me for it not being right this time, but hopefully being up this close you'll be able to see everything that I'm doing. And if you have any questions, just please leave them down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer those for you. Also, if you want, I can show you guys how I actually make my cinnamon roll dough. So just let me know if you would like to see that. I'll probably put it up, sometime, but if you want to see that more, like in the next few days or weeks, then I'll be sure to make that for you guys. Like I said, just let me know in the comments below. And please like and subscribe if you like what you see at the end. So here I'm just spreading out the filling. It is a little less than what I would normally put in. I normally put a butter base and then sprinkle the cinnamon sugar mixture on top and then press it in. But this time I did add the butter into the cinnamon sugar mixture just to see how it will come out. I do end up putting in more brown sugar, and for this recipe I did make homemade brown sugar. I had ran out, but I really wanted cinnamon rolls, so if you do have some regular sugar and some molasses, you can mix it together and it will make you some brown sugar. So here we go, adding on the additional brown sugar. You can see some of the spots just weren't fully covered, and I wanted to make sure every single bite had some brown sugar cinnamon filling, and that no part was left deprived. I'm just patting that in, trying to make sure it sticks to the dough. As much as I said I don't want the, I'm not concerned about that. I don't want it all to fall out when I'm working with it, and I don't want it to all fall out when I put it inside of the baking dish. So just press it in really good into your dough. And then once we get that pressed in really well, what we're going to do is, like I said, fold this into thirds. And you can see here, I'm just spreading it out so that it meets each other, and then bringing over the other side. I'm going to do the exact same thing just to make sure all the edges meet. So when I roll it out, it'll be all flush. It was just a little bit of the brown sugar falling out. And you'll see here, I find another piece and then sprinkle it right on top where it doesn't belong. Let's try and fix it, pick it up and put it in. Here, we're just gonna roll it out like we would normally our cinnamon roll dough into a large rectangular shape. And here, what we're going to do is just try and make sure we have enough surface area to cut it into strips so that we can roll it up properly into cinnamon roll strips. Take your time with it. As you can see, I'm trying to keep the cinnamon sugar filling from bursting out on the edges. All those little puckers on the side of it are from the cinnamon sugar. And now I am slicing it. I could not find my slicer So just bear with me with this. I forgot what company name that is, but it does the job and it gets everything sliced. The shaping and sizing is a little uneven, a little wobbly. That's okay. It's not going to be absolutely perfect every single time. They do have the ones that have multiple heads on them where you can slice it more uniformly, but I don't have one of those, so we just use what we have to make it do what it do and see if that works. Look at that spirals. They're beautiful. Exactly what I was looking for when I was thinking of making this dough. So I'm going to show that to you guys like maybe once or twice again so that you can see it up close, but it comes out really, really, really beautiful. And I'll definitely be doing these again. Look at that. So pretty. So I'm just going to finish rolling these up. And now we're down to our last two to put into our baking dish. So once we get these two in, we're going to let these proof for about 30 minutes on the counter. My kitchen is very hot right now, so it probably won't even take 30 minutes for those to proof. But I will cover them with saran wrap and just leave it sitting on my counter, like I said, until it doubles in size. And you can see there, these have doubled. And we're going to bake those off for about 30 minutes. You can always temp it. Your dough should be about 190 degrees to let you know that it's done. So I really should have left the icing off of it and just topped these as they were served because they were so gorgeous. I should have left them as is. That's why the picture on my cover is of the bare ones, because they're just so gorgeous. That's what I really wanted to see. I wanted to see the swirls. And then I ended up covering it up with all this icing, which in my opinion ended up being a little too sweet. I'm not a huge icing person. I like, very minimal amounts of icing on my desserts. So, but the kids thoroughly enjoy these. So I'm definitely making them again. Like I said, I'll just leave the icing on the side. So here's the final product. And those are the cinnamon rolls. I hope you guys try these out and let me know how you like them. Bye.